Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Another episode of Redesign Your Life. Thank you all for being with me this entire year. I appreciate it sincerely. And I said I want to give you all a gift as well, right? Because I talk about redesigning my life, redesigning your life, doing all of those things to improve it. And I wanted to introduce you at the end of the year for 2023, going into 24, to my family as well. And we wanted to talk to you all about our lives, right? What was our year about? We've done a lot of stuff. We moved, a lot of things have happened. So I just wanted to kind of bring some of that and show you all that just because we talk about the good stuff, hey, we have bad things as well. We have things that shake up our world. So without any further ado, let me get some introduction. You all know me. I'm Lion Fludd, the host. This is my beautiful queen. She's the captain, the co-host. She's does all of that stuff behind it. And our son, Giovanni. So, babe, would you introduce yourself and just say a few words?
Yeah, so my name is Candy Flood. Of course, he's already told you that I'm the queen of the house. And I'm just here just to support and enjoy this moment, the end of the year, and just, go over everything that we've gone through and hope, for the best and go over our monthly goals now that we set forth for 2024.
Oh, yes, that's a great one. Yeah, thank you so much for that. And then Giovanni, would you mind get grabbing the mic? You maybe can just push it to him a little bit if you're gonna do that, and then yeah.
We heard about the King, Queen, Jack, Joker. But what about the Jack and Joker? All of them just heard about the King and Queen. What about the Joker?
Are you the Joker? Is that what you're trying to say?
I'm the Joker.
Okay.
I'm the Joker and the Jack. I'm the king of my room.
Yes. So, all right. So, but you didn't tell him your name and introduce yourself.
My name is Giovanni Clark.
And introduce, like, what do you do?
My name. I'm gonna be in sports. I'm gonna be in basketball. I've done many sports. I've been in many podcasters.
Okay. All right. Good job. Okay. Yes. So, yes. Oh goodness, that kid. Y'all gonna get a brief view of our world. Yes. So, and makes you bring the mic back to you, babe. Yeah. So yeah, he has his own podcast. We've taken a little break from theirs, and then my wife, she has hers as well about women empowerment and so forth. So, but I think we're gonna maybe start that back up beginning of this year, even if it's just a few times, whatever. But
definitely want to get
me too
into that again.
Yeah, but we're gonna keep going. So let's start. We're gonna keep this short, but we're gonna start about our journey. Let's start January timeframe, and we were still in
Vegas.
We were still in Las Vegas around that time. So, yeah. For those who don't know, we've been here since March timeframe. March of this year. And here is Myrtle Beach. That's where we're broadcasting from and live at.
We moved across the country.
A croc.
A croc.
We wear Crocs. We wear Crocs. Yeah, with the crocodiles.
Albuquerque. We've been to Cleveland.
No.
Yeah. We went to Elvis Presley's mansion.
Yes.
Graceland.
Oh, he makes Cleveland and Graceland. Okay. Yeah. All right.
And then we got our dog.
Yeah. You guys didn't meet Max. He's another part of the family as well. So, but let's jump back into this. So let's talk about why we decided to move. What was your take on why you felt it was right at that moment for us to move? Or
I figured when we were one day, and what I missed today is our hot tub. We were sitting there and I'm just like, why not? Why not just make the move? Why do we keep talking about it? We've been talking about it for years.
Yeah.
And if you don't make the move, if you just keep talking about it, then it just becomes a thing that you just talk about and never move on and never experience. And then you're always wondering, what if? So we've always talked about moving, and we came up with, let's point exactly where are we going? and we chose a few places.
Yeah.
And we just came up with, well, we want by the beach,
Oof, relaxation.
Relaxation,
Yes.
and closer to family on
Yeah.
your side. And what, why not?
Yeah, and I don't think we. So for those who don't know as well, we may have said on a few episodes here and there, but we have family back in Las Vegas as well. We have
Yes.
four, well, one boy here, three boys there, and then six grandkids.
Almost 7.
Almost. Oh yeah, we got another one coming. So that was a big part in the decision in which we were doing.
Yeah.
But I don't think we included Giovanni in this move decision. I don't think
We did.
we did.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Absolutely. We
All right.
asked him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
we asked you, and you're like, yeah, I want to move.
yeah, and literally, kind of like how she was saying, is we were picking three places. I think one of them was Lexington, Columbia.
Fort Mill.
We even thought about Charlotte at one point as
Yeah,
well.
we did.
So we were looking into a lot of those places, and then it came to a point where we were just like, make a decision.
Yeah.
And I tell you in the episodes all the time, you can think about it, you can think, but you just got to get the decision done. Right? And so we
Yeah.
did that. We decided Myrtle Beach, and we're going to tell you the story about the move. I said that in one of the episodes before, and most of y'all are going to look at us like we're crazy, but we just wanted to talk about the decision of moving. So now let's talk about the move. We came
Sold
from
our home.
Yeah, we came from a beautiful home that we built for like 5 years. And so if anyone's out there who's moved and sold their home, you know that it's a hurtful feeling
that you have to it. Your very first home.
Yeah.
That you own, that you've built.
You
for
did the
5
colors in the
years.
walls.
You did whatever you wanted to it. Hot tub. We did some of the kitchen. We redid our bathroom.
Yeah.
The friends.
The friends, yeah.
Yeah.
Our friends, we had to sacrifice our friends for that. And I do not like that. I did not like that part about that.
Yeah, that part. But you still have contact with some of them.
Yeah. AKA, I don't like the hot tub.
Yeah, so
Hot tub.
we decided to do cross country drive, and then we got a pod, which we loaded ourselves, and then they drove it for us. So that was an experience because we never packed a pod. We didn't know how to do it. We packed it ourselves. We didn't get movers or anyone to do it. So we left some things there, and then we were like, "Oh, I needed that."
Probably over half of our stuff.
Yeah, this decision was like we were. I want to say downsizing.
Yeah, it was downsizing.
Yeah, because we just like sold tons of stuff and we gave tons of stuff to the kids. Yeah, we moved to a condo. So we left 2,500 square foot home and then moved into, what is this? 1,200. So half that. So imagine, all that stuff, trying to squeeze it into 1,200. But our goals is we're going to be getting another home soon and stuff like that. So anyways, we packed that. We're driving, but we wanted to do that experience because we tell our son all the time, memories over money, right? If you're going to live while you're alive. So we wanted him to see kind of that cross-country Griswold trip. I date myself. Some of y'all might not know about that. But
Albuquerque, we went through Texas.
Yeah. Because we went down 40. I think it was 40. Went down through the map.
Across.
Albuquerque.
Nashville.
Texas. And then, what comes after Texas? Arkansas? Something like that. And then we went up because
we wanted to go through Nashville.
Yeah, to see Graceland and Memphis and all that stuff there. And then we came back down. So we went out the way a little bit. But it was for the memories, right? Because we got the videos and we did like the little year-end review thing on, we posted on Facebook recently. And some of those pictures came up, right? So those memories that we keep telling you guys, you need to build it. Because I don't think you ever saw Graceland before that, did you? Okay.
That was my first.
She wanted to see it, though.
I always wanted just to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was out the way.
I love Elvis Presley.
It was out the way. Let me tell you.
Yeah.
It was hours out the way. But it was one of those moments where we were like, well, we're already on the road. We don't have to be, to our home or anything at any certain time. So let's just go and build that memory. And then, I don't. He doesn't even know anything about Elvis or what it was really, but it was just the memory of him being able to say
Yeah,
he
he
went
was
there
there.
and he kind of saw that stuff like that. So, but tell him about the trip and not having everything prepared. So when we got here, it worked out. It worked out, and we had a, I want to say plan B, but we had something secured that we could have done. But in reference to the home of us,
Oh, we got it as we were coming here.
yeah. So share that
Yeah.
story.
We just didn't know
Yeah,
what we were doing. We were just doing it and living life, and
yeah.
just wherever it took us, it took
Just
us,
took us where
and
the wind blows,
where the
right?
wind blows, right?
Yeah,
Packed our car up and was like, okay,
yeah. But he didn't know. He didn't
no,
know. Yeah, we weren't going to put that pressure on him. And Myrtle Beach is a tourist kind of town, so we always were able to get like an Airbnb or anything like
yeah,
that. We had just
we had backup.
yeah, we had
plans.
everything good, so it wasn't like stressful like that because we had just sold our home, so we were good. It's just we didn't have that final place, but it was also that kind of like, hey, let's just live and do it. We're driving, and I think we got it secured
The day
day
we
before,
left.
day we left, or day before we got here.
The day we left.
The day we left, so we're on the road talking to the agent and doing all that stuff like that. So we knew it was 99% chance it was going to get done. It just wasn't signed and everything before we
Solid.
got on the road and all that, dotted and all that. So, but that was great. So we got here. Now we're redesigning our lives because we are now moving from the West Coast to the East Coast. And everything is different. But one of the biggest things, and I'll tell you, one of our family members, Kayla, would tell us this when she came to Vegas. She's like, y'all air horrible. And we were like, what are you talking about?
Right? Like, it's the same air you breathe.
Yeah, right. She's like, no, it's not. And so once we got here and started living here, oh yeah.
And then we went back there to visit.
Oh,
we could tell the difference.
yes. We went back to Vegas to
we've
visit.
gone to Vegas and visited a
Yeah.
few times since.
And we literally were like, oh yeah, it's stuffy. It's yeah. So, but we got here end of March timeframe, beginning of April, somewhere around there. So it was spring, so it still wasn't hot yet, but we experienced that humidity for the first time, really. Well, not for the first time. Well, living here for the first time because we came to visit and we experienced it a little bit in Charlotte and Charleston when we came here to visit before. So, but Giovanni, what is one of the things that you have noticed from Vegas to here now? What's something you like, or what's the biggest differences that you notice?
Better opportunities.
Okay, expound upon that.
Like I can, like at my school, like the school that you guys put me in, I can learn a degree when I graduate 5th grade. A degree.
Okay.
A degree.
All right. So schooling is way better for him here. It was tough in Vegas.
Grades are way better.
Yeah. Grades are way better. Friends, associates, even the field trips. Yeah. Like you would not believe it.
More field trips.
We went to Myrtle's Inlet, and then we saw like.
I think it was like your first couple weeks here, wasn't it?
Yeah, right.
We went to Myrtle's Inlet.
No, it was like a good.
Well, that was in 4th grade, though, right?
3rd grade.
3rd grade that he went to that one.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's in 4th
So
grade
yeah,
now.
it was like the first week or so. It was soon. The time frame was soon, and then they went on a boat ride and something like that.
And then we saw jellyfish line up
Was that when you said you licked it?
Yes.
Yeah, you say you licked the jellyfish.
It's a myth too. When video wasn't there.
All right, so
pictures to show.
If there's no video, there's no proof. There's no pictures, there's no proof.
I asked my skipper.
So yeah, schooling was really great. Experience like that.
Anything else other than school?
Yeah.
That you like?
Better friends.
Better friends. Yeah, he had a hard time in Vegas with some friends and so forth. And here, adjusting really well.
Yeah.
And
you've had friends since you were in kindergarten. That's what
No,
how
that,
you.
yes,
no,
for
that was
years.
Jasper and Noah.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
Jasper and Noah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that worked out really well there. And I would say for me, what about you, babe? What's one of the differences that you enjoy here more, not enjoy? Just, what are your thoughts on that for people who are listening who may want to
It's
come?
slower pace here, which I like. I'm not. If I was still in my 20s and didn't have really kids and married, Vegas would probably be more ideal of a fast paced life. But
Yeah.
I'm more like, let's just go with the flow type now. I just, want to just live life like,
Mm.
you know,
Yeah.
just slower, enjoy it better
Yeah.
than we were. Like it's just was so fast paced, and we were just living, you know, for the next moment instead of being in the moment.
Yeah.
So
And for
I think being here has showed me more or less that it's more important for that.
right. And I was gonna say that's kind of like for me as well. That's a big adjustment for me was
It's
the
a
fact
big adjustment
of that because Vegas, you
when you're so used to that. You have to go,
right.
go, 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 go.
Yeah, you're
It's me.
driving in.
I still fight against it.
Yeah. When here, everyone's like, they're very
Yeah.
nice, very respectful and
Oh
nice.
yeah,
And so
the
it's a,
hospitality is.
yeah, like we literally were thinking that something was wrong. We were getting set up because everyone would talk to us. Everyone would say hi to us. And neighbors came out and talked to us. Vegas, no. So we literally thought like, are these people trying to set us up? Like it was
Yeah.
weird. That's all I can say. It was an adjustment for that. Go ahead.
And then there's this place called Cookout. It is good. You should try when you come
Think
out here.
we
It is good.
first saw that in
First-
Nashville or something?
Yeah, first- yeah,
Tennessee,
not-
That was
someplace
the
like
very
that.
first time we tried.
Oh yeah, and then
Yeah.
it was good. It was good.
We didn't know what we were like. What is all of this stuff? So Cookout is a restaurant here, or yeah, it's here, but it's also
It's
in this
Chipotle.
East Coast area, Southeast kind of thing. So that was something that was really, really good. In the restaurants, I would say definitely here in Myrtle Beach, there are not as many chain restaurants.
Yeah.
It's a lot more local, and it just feels different, right? We go to one of our favorite restaurants and sit down outside, and it's like a river, lake kind of
Oh,
thing.
yeah, on the
I
lake
can't think of the name
in
of it.
Conway.
It's a favorite restaurant. I can't think of the name. I keep forgetting the name,
Yeah, I know.
but we know how to get there. But it's on a river, and then they have like boats coming, and the boats are designed for Halloween and dressed up and canoeing. We're about to get a canoe and go try to do that. But I think it opens our minds to want to learn more about this culture because it's such an ocean type of atmosphere. Like even we got him a boogie board. Is it called boogie board? Boogie.
Yeah, boogie board.
Boogie board. We got him a boogie board, and then every once in a while he'll get afraid of the waves. Though he'll go, "Oh, the waves! That water's too high."
That's because once it tried to pull me in.
Mm. So, but we're teaching them swim, and it's a difference. We tell them it's different than a pool. Pool water and ocean water, totally different. So, all right. So then now we're moved. We talked about the move. We're here. We're learning the area more. We get to see family more, and then we have family in Vegas, but it's a different type of atmosphere as well here. Being around this family in the South, I would say as well, and we're trying to get the kids them to come this way. We're trying. So if any of you out there got any hints, clues, whatever, we want them to come out of here. Have the grands come out here and even just to visit right now, but we'll get into that a little bit later. So, all right. So now we've got to move. We're here, and now we're at our goals, right? We're now saying, okay, we sold our home. We know one of our goals is to get another home, probably within another year, just because these rates and the housing market right now is, so we're going to wait it out, try to get a little better rate, and we want to, because it's going to be our last home, so we don't want to do like our first home, even though our first home was nice. It's crazy.
It was just meant to be.
Was it meant to be?
Yeah, pull them. Yeah.
That house was meant to be ours.
Yeah.
Just how it ended up to be ours.
Yeah.
it was meant to be ours.
Yeah. And it was nice, man. I can't so and most people don't get that in their first home, right? Their you starter home in essence. But we it fell into our lap and we were just
Yeah.
like, this is the one. So anyways, so now we're going to be working to do the similar thing here
Yep.
and build on that there within the next year. So but we want to talk to you about goals, right? Because here we go into new year and we're going to be wrapping up here very soon. So this is going to be our last kind of little piece of resistance in there. Every year we hear,
What are we gonna do for this year?
yeah, my resolution. I'm going to gym.
I'm gonna go to the gym and lose weight or stop drinking soda.
Yeah, water,
or,
beer, and whatever.
Yeah.
And then
By
a couple of weeks later,
January 4th,
Yeah.
you're right back drinking that
Right.
soda.
Yeah. And so one of the things that we have been working to do, and we want to highly suggest this for some other people as well, is instead of trying to eat the entire steak right away, right? Instead of trying to accomplish the entire goal, break it up. Break into little bitty pieces, right? So like one of our things that we said that we're working on now, especially because we're working towards our main focus on our vision board that we're going to put up as a home is
That's long-term goals, but we also have short-term
Yeah.
goals to meet before we get to the long-term goals.
Yeah, like oh, another nice thing I wife thought of is we are coming up with words up for each month to help us, right? So for example, January's word is release, right? Then February we're going to come up with something different, but for January it was like we're releasing all of the bad energy, right?
Yeah.
Releasing anything that does not fit into our plan. Releasing
Negative
energy, frustrations, right?
frustration.
We're building, right? We're building
We'll always have feelings.
towards, you know, we're
It's
building
just how you
towards
deal with
a
them.
better new Babylon.
Yeah.
Inside joke. We just watched Walking Dead, and that's the new thing they call it, Babylon. So, but then next month we'll figure out something different, right? But we're going to take it towards each one of those. Like we're working to bring down the DTI, debt to income ratio,
Yes.
paying off one credit card, and that's it. Instead of thinking paying off all of the credit cards, nope. Let's just focus on one, right? What else was on there that we can share? Do you recall anything? What?
Spending more time
Yeah,
together
spending more time together, right?
without like social media. And
Yeah, we plan on doing
our
like a
phones, a walk
once a week or something
once
like
a
that.
week.
Yeah, taking
Spend
a family
an
walk.
hour just us at a park or walk around our neighborhood.
Yeah. And oh, it just had
Stop
it. It
that.
just had it. It just slipped my mind. Oh, eating out
Oh yes.
less. If
Yes.
any of you got any tips for that, listen, please send them over.
Yeah.
Please send them
I
over.
think that's gonna be our hardest goal to
Yes.
try to
Man,
meet.
because that's it. Especially now these
Well, we
restaurants raise those
limited to
prices.
2 times a week. Period. We can do that.
Yeah, so we'll talk about that. But yeah, we got to break that down because when you start breaking down your finances, then that you will see that that's a lot of money going out there, right? You don't even think about
Yeah,
it. You
you
think
don't
you're
even
just
think
eating.
about
So, and in these places,
It's expensive.
what?
We spent, and I say this because yesterday we went to Popeyes.
Yes,
We got just 2 meals.
that's it.
2 meals, and we split one.
Yes,
It was $28.
man. Listen,
I thought about that afterwards, and I was just like, "That's $30."
yeah. So
That's gas.
yeah,
We could have bought 2 meals at the store. Well,
yeah.
now that the
So-
prices are up, maybe 1.5 meal, but still,
Yeah,
it's just the convenience of eating out.
right.
You know.
So that's going to be one of our focuses.
You
And
want to say something, buddy?
And then
What's your goal for the month? Just January. What is one of your goals?
trying to be a better basketball player than I ever been.
okay, because he's starting basketball soon, so
Yeah.
stop with that.
And
Okay.
then they're speaking of food prices. That's $28 is not bad. $60 when we went to Texas Roadhouse, and the food wasn't even good.
So
$60.
yeah, we're gonna be trying
And
to
they be
work on that. It's another goal.
and then they be asking us for tips when the food
Listen, don't get me started.
and the food
Ooh,
ain't even good.
Ooh, don't get me started on tips. All
And
right.
then every place has tips.
So I think that's
No more tips.
it for the goals, and then we'll accomplish those goals, and then in the next month we'll set some more goals. But they're goals that are attainable. They're not
Yes.
like I want to lose
They're
X amount of weight.
realistic
You know, like
goals.
just slow eat the.
Yeah.
You know, so that's it. So we want to share that with you all. That if you're working towards your goals, if you got family, make sure you break down and build those memories. Make sure you, if you're in corporate and you burn out, take some time. That job is going to replace you. It will. You, as soon as the ambulance get there, they're automatically telling them to put another ad in the paper. You're not even out the building yet, right? So take your time. Do something like that. I think we could wrap it up. Any other kind of things? You want to show something? Okay. So
It's your island
she's
time.
getting something.
We're on island time.
Oh yeah, this is our first time going out for New Year's.
Yeah,
we never went out because one, it's Vegas. We never went to be on the strip. That's you don't want to be down there. So we heard that there's a show going on here in town that has drones and stuff. So we're gonna go share that. And wife went out and bought glasses and stuff like that. And this is my first time ever doing these kind of stuff. So look, that's cool. I like it. 2024. So we want to tell each and every one of you all thank you so much for being a part. Happy New Year. It's remind. Oh yeah, you got your glasses. This remind me of coming to America. Trading Places. Eddie Murphy, and they were on a train, and they were all celebrating when he got put in the gorilla suit, and they were all celebrating New Year's. And she was on there. She's like, "I'm Inga from Sweden," or something. So we're gonna go celebrate our very first time here. Our very first time going out to celebrate New Year's. So we want to thank you. I bet you didn't think about getting glasses with these while you had your okay. So we want to just thank each and every one of you again for being a part of this. Any parting words from you guys that you'd like to share?
Just
2024, baby,
to the fullest.
Yeah.
Every year we get closer to not being here.
Yeah.
So just enjoy being here.
Yeah.
Enjoy your family. Enjoy
trust us
moments. It goes too fast.
Yeah, we've had 2 passings within a couple of months here so far. So yeah, just enjoy it. But
and Merry Christmas and Happy New Year's to all.
Yeah, so I think that is it, ladies and gentlemen.
Happy Halloween.
We're good to go. Thank you, each and every one of you, for being here. I want to say it over and over again. And remember to live while you're alive.
Live life to the fullest.
Live to the fullest.
While you're
Enjoy
alive.
those moments. Ladies and gentlemen, thank each and every one of you for being a part of this show.
Redesign Your Life.
Redesign Your Life. We're going to continue to grow. And I can't wait to hear your goals and what you're doing. So thank you. Goodbye.
Bye. Don't be a couch potato.
Bye. So.